I'm going to yield to my colleague, Mr. Pfluger from Texas. I know he had some more questions.
Thank you.
So I yield to Pfluger.
Thank you for the time. And nothing is more important than the integrity of our elections right now. And there is distrust in the American public. There is a distrust. And I remind my colleagues that, in fact, a former gubernatorial candidate in the state of Georgia still won't concede the election for governor there. So, the distrust here, and I'll focus my questions with Ms. Howard. You mentioned safeguards a number of times. Safeguards for elections to make sure that they're secure, to make sure that the public has the trust. So on the subject of identifications, IDs, would you say that the use of IDs to register, the use of IDs to actually vote and prove who you are, and the use of IDs to then match up when you're counting those votes would be a safeguard that would enhance that trust and the election integrity in all states? No, I understand that. I want to hear your take on safeguards, because you speak with great authority on this.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you for the question. I think whether or not a photo ID is critical depends upon the other safeguards that are in the system. You can't just look at one piece without.
Sure. So in states like New York or New Jersey, where ballots can be mailed without actually requesting them, wouldn't that be a good safeguard to have, that the ID then matches up the person who is voting, or a signature?
So in many states, the absentee ballot process requires that the voter sign the return envelope. Some states require an additional witness signature on there. So again, it depends on all the other safeguards that are in the process.
So would you say, in your comment previously, you said all states have different takes on it. Are you for the federalization of our election system?
So I think that there have been important federal laws that protect every citizen's right to vote. So for instance, in HAVA, which was passed after the 2000 election, it included mandatory provisional ballots be offered to individuals that have issues at the polls on election day as a safeguard.
I think the safeguards that we need can be based around an ID that tells you who that person is, especially in states that don't have the signature requirement or that mail ballots to people who might not have asked for them. The American public deserves that. We have to have a system that has integrity and that we trust, and right now there is a great distrust in our election system. Thank the gentleman from New York for yielding the time.